Welcome everyone to today's episode of the James Wise Magic Review. It has been quite a while. I know almost every episode I upload of the James Wise Magic Review, I seem to say that a lot. It's been a while. Well, I had a lot of personal issues and personal situations that kind of came up, and I just couldn't help it. But I do apologize for that. I'm back with another review, so let's get started. Today we are going to be reviewing Angle Z by Daniel Madison. Alright, so what the basic effect is that the spectator selects a card. You take the card, you rip off one of the corners. You can hand the card with the ripped corner to the spectator, and you just take the corner that you ripped off, and then all of a sudden you make it vanish. Very, very cleanly, with no sleeves, no threads, no anything, with pretty much almost no sleight of hand, and it just looks like real magic. The corner that you just tore off vanishes and appears anywhere you want. Literally, there are zero. There's no anywhere, man. Just anywhere. It's awesome. There's no restrictions. And I think this is one of those tricks out there that's just one of a kind. It's so powerful yet so easy. Okay, so the DVD teaching and the DVD quality for Angle Z is pretty good. It's produced by illusionist.com, and I'll post a link in the description below where you can view the trailer and purchase the DVD if you're so interested in. That way, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, go watch that trailer real quick and then come back here. So yeah, like I said, the quality is really, really good. The teaching, it's Daniel teaches you everything you need to know, but the DVD is just a little bit different from your more conventional DVDs that come out today. It's not as conservative, it doesn't have all these fancy editing, different angles and crazy music that a lot of these, Illusionist, Theory 11, and so many other magic websites come out with. It's pretty much Daniel just standing there in front of the camera and just talking. There's pretty much no music at all except for the transitions and performances. Other than that, Daniel is just talking to the camera, and that's pretty much it. No different angles, no crazy editing or music. Now, if you are unfamiliar with this trick, one of the reasons why it's so loved by me and so many other people is the fact that it's totally 100% impromptu. No gimmicks or anything like that. There is a slight setup for the basic effect. There are ways that Daniel goes into this DVD where you can literally have no setup, no gimmicks, no nothing, borrow a deck of cards if you want, and then still be able to perform the trick. But for the basic method, it does require just a little bit of a setup, takes just a few seconds, no time at all, and it's just an amazing effect. Alright, so some of my personal thoughts about this DVD is, like I said before, I love this effect. And I first actually learned this effect on Daniel Madison's DVD that he released a few years ago called Dangerous by Theory 11. And that's probably some of the questions that a lot of people ask, and maybe you're asking as well, is what's different from that teaching in that DVD where he teaches the exact same trick to this DVD. What's the difference? If I already bought Dangerous, why do I need to buy this? Well, I mean, technically speaking, you don't have to buy anything, but why would you, if you were to get this DVD, why would you want to? So basically, Daniel kind of describes in the very beginning of the DVD that he didn't really quite understand to the full length of how powerful this effect is. He thought it was just kind of a cool trick and just added it into one of his lecture notes. A few years later, added it to the Dangerous DVD, and then a few years later, he just got an overabundance of just like an amazing reactions from magicians, just loving the effect and getting amazing reactions from spectators. And over the years, he kind of felt as though he didn't really go over it because it didn't really seem like a really big trick and that big of a deal to him. He didn't really go into into the specifics. And one of the great things about this DVD is that it teaches you not only the basic method of how to do the trick, but just like a lot of the little small things, little doodads that really can help in different situations and different environments. And it's really cool. And one of the great things about this DVD is it also teaches you a lot of the history and really cool variations. One of which is a completely impromptu way to do this. It's something that's very, very, as he would put it, very, very ballsy. It takes a lot of risk, and when you perform it, you're going to be extremely, extremely nervous that you're going to get caught, because it's one of those things that is just, the method is so out in the open, you're just like, oh my gosh, they're going to catch me. And if you get away with it, you're like, how in the world did they not catch me, you know? Sorry, that's the air conditioning. But basically, it's, like I said, no setup at all. So if you know the basic method, you don't have to do it for this one. Just to take a card, they select it, they can even sign it if they want. You ask the spectator to hold out their hands like this, and you take the card, rip it, make the piece vanish, and then you tell them to close the hands up like this, and then bam, lift their hand up, and the piece is inside their hands. I know, right? It's like just amazing, amazing effect. It's still angle zero, just completely impromptu, no setup, no gimmicks, no nothing. It's, like I said, the method is very ballsy. It's something that just takes a lot of audience management, let's say that. And there's just so many, there's like another variation, whereas you can make the, you can tear off the corner and make it go through a glass table, or just so many different ideas that Daniel incorporates in this new DVD, as well as just like the history and the basic teachings and stuff. Alright, so this DVD is available on illusionist.com for $29.95. Like I said, I'll post a link in the description below where you can view the trailer or purchase the DVD if you're so interested in. Personally, I think $29.95 for this DVD is a little high, just because it isn't like an impromptu trick, and Daniel has already released this trick twice, and I feel as though maybe like 20, 25 would have been a lot better instead of $30. But still, I mean, I'm not saying this DVD sucks. I mean, this DVD is amazing, and it really did kind of give me a different look on the angle zero principle and effect. It really kind of changed it, and really is going to help me in the future when I perform this effect. So I definitely do recommend it. Like I said, I think it's just a little bit more pricey than it should be. So that's basically it. So that's all for today's episode of the James Wise Magic Review. Hopefully I will see you sometime soon, maybe next week. Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully it's not like another 6 months or so. If this is your very first video of watching the James Wise Magic Review, check out my other videos. I review a lot of magic DVDs. I'm trying to do books and deck of cards sometime soon. Also, I would also recommend, I'll post a little annotation doobly-doo right over here. I have a main channel, which is my James Wise Magic channel. Like I said, I'll annotate it over here. Check out that channel. Again, I haven't posted a video on that channel in a while as well, for the same reason I said before, where I've had a lot of personal issues to resolve. But I'm actually working on filming a few new videos for that. So go to that channel, subscribe to that channel, check out my videos on there as well. Tell your friends about it, because magic, awesome, right? Alright, so subscribe to that channel, subscribe to this channel please, and I will see you guys next time.